Yeah, all right. We are live on YouTube. Oh my God. Last day of the storm. I think I'm a little crazy for coming out to take a walk. There's supposed to be light rain. There's supposed to be light rain during the 4 to 5 o'clock hour, and then the rain's supposed to stop. But yeah, we've been getting pummeled here in the San Francisco Bay Area, not just with rain, but with winds having gusts of 50 plus miles per hour. And I'm just going to wait till people show up, and I'll share the story again. Sometimes you just have to weather the storm. I'm going to teach you folks how to weather the storm of life today. And if this isn't walking with fucking purpose, unlike anything you've seen before, then I don't know what the hell to tell you. Because life is a storm. Hi, Cynthia. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? I mean, look at this. We got some strong winds here. And the power went out at my house about an hour ago. Hey, how you doing, brother? Can you hear me okay, man? This is literally weathering the storm of life. Life is one big storm. And this is going to be my most epic Walking with Purpose stream yet, because I feel like I'm one of those storm chasers. You know, you see those storm chasers on YouTube and on TV, right? Well, we don't have tornadoes or hurricanes in this area here in California. But I've seen people chase hurricanes, tornadoes, and all that stuff. Sound is great. Thank you, bro. This is the worst it gets here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Some wind gusts and some rain, and that's about it. It's nothing compared to what you folks deal with in other parts of the country and other parts of the world. But when this happens, it seems like, everyone's all freaking out. But anyway, there's Amazon still delivering. Life goes on, man. You got to be careful, though, because trees, when the ground gets saturated, they get weakened. And you got to be careful. A part of one tree fell right around the corner from where Don and I live. It was just like a part of the tree, like a branch of it. But it was blocking the road on the other side, so I was still able to get out. But, yeah, look at this, man. Weathering the storm in real time with Coach Eli. Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, just to make you folks aware real quick, about an hour ago, the power went out at the house, and Dawn, I didn't hear it, but I was in the bathroom. Dawn heard this big boom, right? And she's like, what the hell is that? I said, what do you mean? I didn't hear it. I was in the bathroom. It's isolated, right, from the outside noise. And so about 5 minutes later, the power went out, then it started to flicker on and off, right? And I'm like, when the power went out, I immediately knew what it was. A transformer blew in the area. Now, transformers are what distribute the power. And they have a lot of fail-safe mechanisms at the transformer location. And when a transformer goes out, it's in a big metal box. And it goes boom. It's like a huge sonic boom. And it's almost like an earthquake, right? And it feels like it's coming right from your house or apartment, but it could be a block or two away, right? And so I was just telling her that it's probably a transformer. Now, I went on to PG&E's website, Pacific Gas and Electric Company, and the power is estimated to return at 8:30 p.m., like 4 hours later. So at that point, I'm like, woo, this is where this windscreen comes in. Can you hear me okay? Woo! This is why I have this big ass thing on my face. For those of you that have been critical, you want to come out here and walk the storm with me? You want to come walk the storm with me? Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you to shut your mouth. Come and walk the storm with me or shut your mouth. So yeah, no, I mean, the estimated time for the power to come back on is 8:30 p.m. It'll probably come back sooner. That's when I'm like, use common sense. If it was a down power line's going to take longer than 4 hours to repair, typically a day or two. A transformer, they go to the transformer site, they replace the part that blew, and power is restored. Woo, my gosh, it's starting to come down a little bit. But we're only supposed to get like, 1/100th of an inch of rain. So it shouldn't be too bad. I'm still going to walk the storm with you here with you folks today. Oh, gosh. We can assess the neighborhood. So the power's out. And I said, screw it, I'm still going to do my walk. Thank you to the 19 people that are here. I mean, thank you to the 19, I can't even talk. Thank you to the 19 people that are here. I'm a little wired right now. This is like manly stuff. Coming out to assess the damage of the storm, right? Real masculine energy coming out here in crappy weather to assess the damage and try to help the people, right? Now, ladies, I love all of you, including my girlfriend, Dawn. And with your equal rights nowadays, respectfully speaking, that is, if you would like to come walk the assessment of the storm with me, I mean, look at this. Look at the creek. The creek is, woo, man. I bet my trolls and haters are saying, I hope this storm washes Eli away for good. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to avoid these trees for right now. I'm going to come around and take the safe way. I'm going to be smart about it. Plus, there's a lot of shelter over here if I need to cover up. But again, I checked the weather forecast, and we're only going to have like 1/100th of an inch of rain. Whew. Man. Whew. Wow. Excuse me. Folks, I've been doing this for over 6 years on YouTube, and, daily life is like a storm. And you have to learn how to weather the storm. And the way you start weathering the storm is to not fear the storm, right? It's to not fear the storm. That's how you weather the storm, right? And that's why I'm out here today in crappy weather taking a walk, taking one for the team, and saying, if I can do it, so can you. Kind of reminds me of, remember Yen can cook? If Yen can cook, so can you. Right? Of course. That phrase should go with anything you want to accomplish. If I can do it, so can you. Hold on a second. Be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. We're back live. Can you folks hear me and see me? Let me know. That was Dawn sending me a text. She's not in the show, saving battery power on her phone. Backup, packs at home. We can, have power for 2 to 3 days for our equipment, but the power's not going to be out that long. Disturb. cool. Thank you. Thank you for verifying that. You know, weathering the storm starts with how you want to tackle the storm, right? Are you going to sit around and let the storm, you know, wipe you away? Or are you going to stand up to the storm and say, screw it, come rain, come shine, wind, whatever. Life goes on. You got to make shit happen. Got to get out and get your exercise, right? And if you do what I do out here, if you're doing life coaching, I just got another text message from my Do Not Disturb list. I'm not going to read it, but it was pretty funny. There are people on my Do Not Disturb list sending me text messages saying that I'm an idiot for coming out here and doing this in this weather. Well, listen, I'm not as much of an idiot as people think I am. If this was worse than it is right now, I wouldn't be out here. Like, if it was pouring right now, I would not be out here. If there were constant gusts of 50 plus, I would not be out here. But the bulk of the windstorm has subsided, and same with the rain. So, you know, like, look, still, you know, it's still wise to stay in, even during this point. I have common sense to not put myself in any stupid danger. Whew. Plus, there are other people taking a walk out here anyway, you know. Got 21 in the box, 3 or 2 thumbs. Can we smash the thumbs up, please? You got this man out here weathering the storm in real time, and it's only worth 2 thumbs up? Come on! Woo! Wow. This is where the windscreen comes in. You will not be able to hear a damn word I'm saying. Look at those palm trees. Ooh. Oh yeah, we're about to vote. Oh. Yeah, it's 2024. Oh man. Whew. San Mateo County elections. Oh God. Wow. Whoo! Give me a second here. I'm sure the wind is affecting the sound a little bit, but without this thing on my face, you would not be able to hear a damn word I'm saying. At all. At all. Do. I should have put my gloves on because the wind is making my hands a little chilly, but oh well. Do you get earthquakes around there? Of course, dude. Do you remember the 1989 earthquake in San Francisco? I'm 30 minutes south of San Francisco. And the earthquake did not affect any of my family's properties, you know, in Redwood City. Wow. Look at this. No, these are just leaves, right? Wow, look at that. Look at that puddle. This is like, we got hammered. We got hammered hard. Whew, Jesus, man. Wow. Whew. That's a big ass tree right there. Look at that trunk. That is a massive tree trunk right there. Wow. There's going to be lots of cleanup for the Parks and Rec Department, I'll tell you that. Whew, man. Anyway, you got people playing soccer here. right now in this weather. I'm probably only going to do 2 laps, folks. Especially since I didn't put my gloves on. I should have put my damn gloves on. Look at the flag, California Republic and the U.S. flag. That'll give you an idea of how much wind we're getting. We're getting gusts like 35 to 50 plus miles per hour. But I feel good. I'll tell you, man, it feels good. If I don't get my walk in, I didn't get a walk in yesterday, so I had to find a way to get one in today. And it feels good. The endorphins kicking in. I'll tell you that. There's a dude walking his dog. Come rain, come shine. My girlfriend's dogs, Bochi and Buster. I've spoiled the shit out of them to the point where they won't go outside to pee and poo in this weather. So we have a special part of the house in the basement that has dirt from the outside, and they can go pee and poo there, and then we just pick it up with some mutt mitts and then spray disinfectant on it. We have all the pet supplies. And here's the thing. Part of weathering the storm is preparing for the storm. And, you got to look at nowadays with technology, you got to look at the weather report and anticipate the storm, right? And that's something I really want to help people, learn to understand. If you're prepared for things, you're going to have less issues, right? And to be honest with you, this storm, we got Redwood City here working on the week. The city of Redwood City is working on the weekend. They're going around just picking stuff up. They're probably getting paid overtime or double time or triple time to do this shit. But you got to anticipate the storm based on the information you have. And nowadays we have information at our fingertips, right? So I planned for this. With battery backups. The basement room where the dogs go pee-pee and poo-poo when it's raining and they don't want to go outside. That room doesn't completely flood, but it kind of semi-floods. A little bit of the water comes in from the ground if it gets too saturated. So I bought some tarps and put together, like a little bridge so the water can go underneath. And it's been working great. I anticipated this storm. And now there's no issues with the dogs going out there, stepping in water and mud and tracking it back in the house. And what it cost me, $30 for a few tarps? And I had some other stuff like duct tape and all that. And I want to go back to what I've been talking about lately regarding creating this foundation for men and helping men become men again. This is manly shit. And I'm not saying this to say I'm all that. Because me doing all these things is natural to me as a man. But I'm presenting it this way because most of you guys, we got the Redwood City Fire Department checking things out. Everyone's prepared. When you prepare for the storm, you can weather the storm, right? But in order to be able to weather the storm, all right, that dog isn't out today. That dog that's typically there and barking at me as I walk by, he's in the house because it's raining. They're keeping him in today. I don't blame you. It's starting to come down a little bit. But it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, man. So, part of creating this organization, Modern Man Resources, a subsidiary of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short, is to help men become better men and understand what embodies masculinity. Now, you don't want to do stupid things that are going to get you hurt. But as a man, when the storm's outside and you need to protect your family, if you have to go out and do things, you got to find a way to navigate through the danger safely. And you can't be afraid to get out there and navigate through the danger, because your family's reliant on you for essentials to survive, right? Got Amazon over there. Lap number 2. Got some gusts about 35 to 40 right now. Thank you to the 21 people that are here. 5 thumbs up. It's a light rain. It looks like it's raining harder than it is, but it's a light rain, and the wind is actually pushing it and making it appear like it's heavier rain, which it's not. Oh, man. How do we go down from... Okay, we went down from 21 to 18, all right? My trolls and haters are watching me. They are. It's funny, I'll mention this briefly here. I haven't talked about my trolls and haters in ages. And like I've been saying, people send me stuff. People send me emails, and honestly, I really don't care. I'm more so laughing at it, but I guess this one guy that I actually don't hate, I think he's a good guy, but he's always been involved with my past trolls and haters. He reviewed my Walking with Purpose stream the other day regarding creating a foundation for men. And sir, listen, I'm not going to mention who you are because, I'm not going to give notoriety to any of you folks, but I will share my thoughts and ask you this, sir. When was the last time that you got out and did a walk in the rain and the storm and did something to inspire your audience like that, instead of using me as your content? I don't care if you use me as your content. Don't worry, I'm not going to file copyright, and the video's still up. I don't care, right? And then the comments in the chat, same people, same thing. Eli's a 50-year-old man living at home, right? No, I share the home with Dawn and my mother, and we all pay into it equally. And if you just can't understand that, who gives a shit, right? Same old people saying the same old thing, right? And I'm just laughing at it. And so is Dawn, so is my mom, so is everyone else, right? When the funny thing is, many of those people that are criticizing me for that, they live at home with their family too. It's ironic to me how many of those people that are in those chats are living at home, and I bet you most of them are not even paying a dime to live there. And they're criticizing me of that. I don't care what you criticize. I'm happy to do my part with my family, and regardless, that's none of your business. Oh man, it is starting to come down a little bit. Whew. Oh, Jesus. Now we've got a little bit of fog. Man. It's all right. We're weathering the storm right now. We're weathering the storm. But yeah, I thought that was rather comical, right? It's almost like These people need me for their oxygen. And sir, listen, man, if you can critique all my streams, I mean, dude, if you don't get bored of doing it, keep on doing it. Who cares? But my question to this guy, and dude, if you want to respond, go ahead. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm just saying, you're a grown-ass man in your mid-40s, and you're questioning me on why I want to start a foundation for men to help men that are struggling with their masculinity to become better men, which will help both men and women, right? I'm trying to start something noble and something that's going to truly help people, and you're trashing that. That's pathetic, dude. That is the least masculine thing ever. When you try to kick down another man trying to help other men and women become better people and navigate the damn storm, right? Thank God the iPhones are now waterproof up to 30 feet. This is nothing. Like, it's getting my iPhone's getting drenched, but the bottom line is it can handle this. Let's see the front camera. Is it clear? Can I even switch to the front camera? Head cleared up, I guess, a little bit. Oh my God. Whew. Man. Oh man. I'm gonna make it through this last lap. Yeah, I see the wind. The creek is just, look at all that water. Look at all that water in the creek. Wow, man. I may have to hit some shelter here because it is starting to come down a little bit. Again, we're only supposed to get 1/100th of an inch of rain this hour. That's 0.01, not 0.1. 0.1 is a tenth. We're only supposed to get 1/100th of an inch of rain. Whew, man. Can you even hear me still? Are you folks able to hear me still? Whew, my God. Oh, Jesus. I got to make it to the overhang over there. Oh, man. Oh, God. My jacket's going to be soaked after this, but hey, fuck it. The camera works pretty good with water all over it. Yeah, they're making these iPhones a lot better now, huh, AZ Prod? AZ Prod, do you think I'm nuts for being out here in this type of weather? What are your honest thoughts about that, bro? You're always honest. The rain's starting to subside here. I am probably going to stay sheltered for a few minutes and let this pass. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Yeah, my windscreen's getting a little bit wet too, but it's protecting the actual mic. It has foam. Can you hear me okay still, bro? Is the sound still normal? Do what you gotta do, brother. Just don't put yourself at risk. Well, you know what they say, AZ Prod, no risk, no reward, right? Give me a second here. Sounds normal, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm only going to do this lap and then I'm going to call it. You don't want to go a third lap in this, Eli? Probably not. Wouldn't be the wisest thing to do. I think I've proven my point enough, and I'm not even really trying to prove a point. I'm just trying to inspire people that, hey, storms in life happen every day. Not just actual rainstorms like this one, right? And windstorms, right? Life is a storm, and you have to learn how to navigate through the storm, right? You can't let a little water stop you from doing what you need to do for your family, right? Man. I got somebody coming on the other side here, so I'm going to have to be careful and come up on the rocks. Got lots of people walking right now. I'm trying to avoid them. And also avoid cars. Wow, I just stepped in this gutter full of water. Man. So another thing I want to mention here is that I'm still looking to debate people. If you missed my stream last night on the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, or earlier this morning, I did a stream around 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. And I'm looking to debate people. I'm finally open to debating people, but it needs to be done without ad hominem attacks. Oh, by the way, to the other person, the mid-40s man that, dissected my stream the other day to my audience of longtime haters, right? Give me a second here. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something and I totally forgot. I totally forgot what I was going to say. It was something good. I hate when I have something good to say and I forget it right in the middle of my sentence. Wow. If I remember, I'll let you folks know. That flag is mangled up there. Mangled. Oh yeah, what I was going to say about that guy that was reviewing my stream the other day to my haters. Sir, do you know what an ad hominem attack is, right? Because here's the thing. No normal human being is going to value grown-ass men or women that behave like children, that don't respond to other creators with respectful and valid comments. You respond with ad hominem attacks. And I want the haters to really start to understand that all you are is one big fat ad hominem attack. That's it. That's all you folks are. And I'm only mentioning this because I want to help as many people as possible that are being attacked by people like this that don't value themselves, right? And are so deeply hurting inside, right? To the point of where they have nothing to actually criticize you on. They actually want to be like you. So the only way that they can make themselves feel better is to attack you with ad hominem attacks. Can hear you fine. Oh, so you can still hear me okay? We've got lots of water. We've got lots of wind. And if anyone else ever wants to criticize me for having this big windscreen on my face here, this is what it's for. And it's doing its damn job. And I'm a man that thought of this concept. I created this on my own. That's called being creative. something a lot of men lack nowadays is creativity, right? And because you lack that creativity, when you see men that are creative at the level you wish you could be creative at, you try to kick them down with ad hominem attacks, right? Because you lack creativity. Well, you can change that, right? You can change that. Whew, man. Let's keep going. Got another 7 to 10 minutes to go, and then we're back in the car. My God. I got a rain slicker in the car. A nice one. I should have put it on. I should have put the rain slicker on, but I didn't. It's actually coming down at more than 0.01. 1/100th of an inch. And the weather forecast is pretty accurate, or I'm trying to say the weather forecast is pretty accurate, but it's not 100% accurate. I'm going to cut through here and show you folks and get a little shelter from the rain being under the trees. Wow. Oh. Whew, man. Oh, God. By the way, AC Prod and other people, I've already had one person respond to me that wants to debate me. AC Prod, can you guess who that is? You know this person. Who do you think was the first person to respond to me and say, yeah, I'll debate you on my channel? Okay. Well, I'll share my thoughts about that in a bit. You're going out? Can you hear me now? You can hear me barely? Okay. Well, I'm going to cut across this way. Give me a second. I think my microphone is soaked enough to the point of where it needs to dry up before it'll work normally again. Hang on a second. Am I back at all, AZ Prod? Can you hear me okay? My God. This was crazy. I'm going to get over to the underhang and then I'll take the windscreen off and assess the situation. You can hear me, but it sounds a bit muffled, huh? Sounds a bit muffled, huh? Very muffled. Yeah, that's probably because of the water now that's soaked into the windscreen. It'll dry up. It'll be fine. I've got layers of protection over the actual microphone. Let me see here. Can you hear me better now? All right, I gotta go, folks. Let me get to the car here. Let me get to the car, and I can actually finish this up. Oh man, can you hear me a little bit better now? Is it clearer now? Can you hear me tapping this? Give me a Can you hear me now, Alex? Can you hear me now? Am I coming through okay? Let me know. I'm going to check one more thing. I think I fixed the issue. Yeah, can you let me know? Am I coming through? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me again? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The iPhone turned off its mic mode. Can you hear me tapping? Can you hear me tapping this right now? Do you hear me tapping this headset microphone? That's all I need to know right now. Cool. Right on. All right, so I'm going to finish the show up and then I got to get going home. I'm sorry, folks, if you heard a lot of blank stuff. So, AZ Pro, the person that reached out to me, thank you, Alex. So we're all good. The equipment handled the storm. The iPhone had a glitch with the microphone for some reason. I don't know what happened, but everything works. Everything's working great. So, the one person that reached out to me already that wants to debate me is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Now, Robert Reese, I'm open to debating you. No problem, right? I'm open to debating you as long as you understand there will be no ad hominem attacks and we will stick to the topic. We will talk about, social issues, modern social issues, and that's it. I will not be addressing any things that I'm dealing with behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm sure you did, bro. You're welcome, Eli. Thank you, Alex. Thank you again. I will not be dealing with people in the chat. I don't care if you have all my trolls and haters there. I don't care who you have in your chat. I don't care who anyone that debates me has in their chat. I don't care who you bring on the panel. But if these people come on the panel and attack me via ad hominem attacks, I'm just going to ignore them, right? I'm done dealing with men that act like little kids. I'm not going to deal with men that act like little kids, okay? There's no need. Robert wants to debate everybody. Well, of course, that's fine. I don't have a problem. And I'll reach out to you, Robert, later this week, okay? I'll reach out to you later this week. Don't get mad if I don't get back to you later tonight or tomorrow. My power's out, Robert. I got my woman to take care of, and I've got other family things to take care of. I'll get to it when I can, and probably sometime this week or by early next week, we can do it, and we'll figure it out. I'm just letting you know, and anyone else know, that I will not be dealing with any ad hominem attacks. I want to work with people that have something valid to say. And if you don't, I don't want to deal with grown men or men and women that act like kids. I'm not looking to deal with kids. I'm looking to deal with adults. I want to have adult conversations with people. Capiche? So that is that. Folks, I'm going to get going. I got to run. Everything's working fine now. I might be back for a show later tonight if my power comes back. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. The storm's supposed to stop tomorrow. So I'm out. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.